Here we are in Houston, and this is the testing station, official vehicle inspection station, or the MOT, and that means that the Triumph Street Triple has just got inspected, and I'm so excited about this bike because this is the long-awaited Triumph Street Triple Will It Start video. So I'm on the Gulf Coast in Texas, and it's 90 odd degrees. There are millions of mosquitoes out here, and they're all having a party, and I am their booze. These are the sacrifices I make to bring these videos to you. So do me a massive favour and subscribe to the channel, because only about like 5% of people who watch it are subscribed, and I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. So thanks so much. From London to Texas, you are watching Sir Patrick Bikes. Now the reason it's long awaited was because it took me so long to try and get the bloody thing started. But it's a 2012, it's done 5,500 miles. This is the best bike that I've bought from the salvage auctions. It is in really good condition. The only thing that was wrong with it, the headlight was broken and the headlight bracket, and it needed a new ignition switch. Problem was getting the damn thing started. First thing I did was buy a new battery and a new ignition barrel, connected those up and hit the button, and the bike would turn over, but it wouldn't fire, it wouldn't catch. So I thought, well, it's probably fuel related. So I took the tank off, I cleaned out the fuel injectors, put it all back together. While I was doing that, actually, I changed the oil filter, the spark plugs, the air filter. I hit the button again and still wouldn't start. It would like crank, no problem, no joy. So these bikes seem to have a problem with the crank position sensor, the Street Triples and the Daytonas. Went on YouTube, did like a YouTube test on this bike's crank position sensor, and it seemed like this one was working all right. And it was about that time I noticed that the neutral light was not working. So that's another thing I was looking at, whether it was like the side stand switch, the clutch lever switch, or the neutral switch. All those things can affect whether the bike starts or not. I ordered a new neutral light switch from a Triumph dealer, waited for it to come, and when I got it, it looked different to the original one. So this thing is the gear position sensor, and this is the new one, and that goes in there. Looks a bit different to the old one though. The old one's looks a little bit different, but anyway, I'm going to try and fit this. Still wouldn't start. The neutral light switch was not on. So then my wife bought a neutral light switch off eBay, like for 20 bucks. After weeks and weeks of trying to get this thing started, the bike will not run unless that switch is on.
And how did you discover that?
My wife discovered that through research. So I'm obviously really happy and really enthusiastic about finally getting the Triumph 675 Street Triple going. So here's some numbers for you. The price I paid for the bike was $1,415. I spent $925 on the parts and the title, which gives me a grand total of $2,340. Now, the listing price, if you were going to buy one from a dealer's in really good condition, would be about $6,115, but obviously my bike's going to be on a salvage title, so it's not going to be worth as much as that. And it seems like I've done really well out of this bike, which is true, but there was times when I thought it wasn't going to get going, so can't get the bike going. It's not worth a fraction of that, and so that's the risk that you take of doing this as a hobby. So coming up on the channel, I'm going to review the Street Triple. I'm really excited about taking it out for a ride, and I'm going to compare it to some of the other bikes. And also, like next week, so it's Friday today, next Friday I've got a track day up near Dallas at a circuit called Crescent that I've never been to before. And I'm taking the CBR 600 up there, and I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog on that. So thanks so much for watching, and as I said earlier, I really appreciate it if you subscribe. Cheers.